In the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, release all that does not match all that is holy. So as we return to our normal breathing pattern, we're reminded that each breath we take is indeed divine. Each inhalation is indeed sacred. Each inhalation is indeed holy. And so we continue our divine oneness in the meditation portion of today's service by just allowing ourselves to sink into the center of the I am that I am. If you're not sure where that is for yourself, just consider it your heart space. It can be anywhere that you choose for yourself. It is that sacred part of us, the spiritual core, the spiritual muscle. And I invite us to infuse it consciously. And I invite you to allow it to serve you in a bigger, bolder, and brighter way than any other point in time. The Spirit within awaits our permission, our willingness, and our receptivity to allow for all healing and transformation, demonstration, manifestation, insight, revelation, healing. So if you're willing, let's just sink into that idea that it goes both ways. We work it out and allow it to work itself out in, through, and as our very life, through every organ, action, function, cell, fiber of our being. See how that feels for your highest and best good by your willingness to receive the oneness of the divine as the truth of your very being, existence, life, mission, and purpose. just how much healing are you willing to receive? Knowing that within you lies 100% of all the healing on all the levels. How much of it are you willing to proclaim for yourself this day and this moment? Without judgment. Allow yourself to revel in as much healing as you're willing to permit and allow. Multi-level healing. All of it awaits your permission, your willingness. And if you're willing to see the radiant light of pure spirit pulse through every breath, through every cell, through every organ, through every atom and molecule of your beingness, allowing to flush out all that no longer serves for your highest and best good, all that may block or hinder, defer, deny, or delay healing from its 100% manifestation. Just let it go. Through the exhalations, through the pores, through the soles of your feet to Gaia Mother Earth to recycle. If you're willing, allow for any shift to receive, any shifts needed in the conscious, unconscious, subconscious, anywhere that may be blocking or hindering, deferring, denying, or delaying your good. Just be willing to shift and allow it. Your call, your decision, your choice. all healing on all levels, by your permission, by your receptivity, by your willingness, by your command. And so just allow this to continue even after we conclude the meditation. For all healing to reach you with ease and with grace. Multi-level healing. Healing we know about and we don't know about. For your highest and best good, just proclaim that for yourself by your willingness. And I'm inviting us now to use our next divine, sacred, and holy breath to bring our awareness and attention back to the space in our physical body temple. With the exhale, let's exhale out gratitude. Again, breathing in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. Exhaling out gratitude, gently allowing for the outer eyelids to open. You may want to tap the fingertips together, the feet to the ground, just gently and easily. Bringing yourself fully and present back to this moment in time. And so how grateful I am to each of you for participating in the meditation portion of today's service. We've created an energetic field and a frequency so that as people enter the sanctuary space, they can receive their own blessing, transformation, revelation, insight, and healing. To each of you, I'm so thankful and grateful. Namaste.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize a God in you. love in a sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together. Yeah, we come together. Oh, we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the God and each other. Now look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, 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 hey, hey. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you need. Let us be reminded who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, 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 hey, hey. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. And my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. And my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 I said, my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I said, my is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Here's Holly.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our spiritual center here in Redlands, California. Thank you to everyone joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary and to those who follow us on Facebook Live and watch remotely on YouTube. My name is Holly, and it's truly an honor and a privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a New Thought spiritual community and all-inclusive to all spiritual truths from all the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths. We focus on the philosophy of science of mind, which was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into our world. We honor all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. If you are with us for the first time, please raise your hand and allow us to properly greet you. Hi.
David and Annabelle, welcome.
Hello. We are so delighted to have you with us today. A gentle reminder to please silence your phones. Thank you.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well.
And so I invite us to take in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. Let's breathe that in together. And with our exhalation, let's surrender and release all that does not match, all that is divine. Again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, release and surrender all that does not match, all that is sacred. We breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath again. This time exhaling and releasing and surrendering all that does not match, all that is holy. So as we return to our normal breathing pattern, we're reminded that the one is always with us, the one that created us perfect, whole, complete, nothing missing, lacking, needing, or wanting. We are a creation. We are the masterpiece of the divine. When the divine looks at us, they see the Mona Lisa. Lisa said, "That's me." Yes. It's everyone within the sound of my voice. Just proclaim it for yourself. Right where I am, God is. Right where I am, God is. Right where I am, Spirit lives. Right where I am, the divine resides. And this is the truth. It's the place, it's the platform from which I speak a word of blessing for today's service. It's from this platform of unification, unity, and oneness. And so as we always do, I invite us to remember all those we're holding in our hearts this day for prayer. And if you're willing, just say your own name out loud first, Brother Martin. And then say in the sanctuary space, if you're willing, the names of the people you're holding in highest prayer and those who have called our prayer ministries as well. Spirit knows to make a way where I, as a human, may not see the way. And so I'm in the spirit world, all miracles are ordinary. So I'm calling them forth now. For each of these sacred souls, just see them as perfect, whole, and complete. And if you're willing to see yourself that way too, just say out loud with me, I am whole, I am complete, I am perfect. Even now, especially now. And so we also pray about peace each time that we're here and we gather. So let's start. We must always find the peace within ourselves first. Try to find that place of peace with the capital P, the peace that passes human understanding. And then when you find that, let's offer that together collectively. It can go through the roof and the doors of the sanctuary into the city, into the ethers, into the always. Take it through the state. Take it through the mountains and the seas, the deserts. Even go to the stars and the galaxies, all the moons known and unknown. Let's take this same peace now. I feel it. It's strong. It's billions and billions of energy units. We're connecting it now to all spiritual communities, doing the same thing right now at this very time on this very day. And let's extend it past the oceans now to all places in conflict, struggle, and in strife. See humanitarian aid reach those places in most critical need now. There are many. See a peace shield just cover those areas in conflict and war. Remind ourselves of the eternality of life as well. See with me, world leaders change their minds and policy positions toward peace. No explanation needed. And let's just spend a moment in this peace, sending this peace throughout the entirety of the globe. Nothing to hinder, block, defer, or delay it from occurring and manifesting right now. Envelop the entire world, all sentient beings, in this peace. Especially powerful when we can feel it. See if you can feel that peace within yourself, and then send the feeling energetic tone as well as the highest idea and the highest prayer about peace to unfold now. Know that this peace with a capital P transforms all lower frequencies and vibrations into itself. It's like a tidal wave of good. I'm going to rest on the rock of truth and ask you to join me if you wish, where two or more are gathered, and we rest here and wait with certainty in the energetic frequency that it's done and it's complete and it's so. And I bless the service, the music, the technicians, the board meeting later, all the things that are going to take place this day. Especially grateful to David and Annabelle for joining us, and all those who are watching remotely online. Know that right where you are, God is. Right where you are, Spirit is. That you are perfectly, unconditionally loved. There's nothing that Spirit will withhold from you. We bless Richard and Eileen as they continue their travels by automobile. It's a wild, crazy adventure, I'm certain. Should be a reality TV show. We know that everything unfolds with ease and with grace. For together we are in this community. And then now think in your mind's eye of people who have attended and are not here in the moment, just today. Let's bless all those people as well. Send them the love as if they were here with us, where we could see them, touch them, hug them. There's a lot. Think of some that you might recall. My list is long. Send them the love. Send them the blessings. Know that it all unfolds good and very good, and the good and very good, capital G and the capital G. So I release my word to the law of life, declaring that it's done, that it's so. And with a grateful heart, I let it be and invite you to say together with me, and so it is. And so it is. Thank you, everybody. Now, Holly's going to come up, one of our vice president of the board and secretary. Madam Secretary, would you do the reading? Come on up. Good job. You got it.
I'm drawn to those who've weathered life's storms, their feet steady on trembling ground, eyes holding universes of hard-earned wisdom, faces etched with the poetry of years. I seek souls who've tasted adversity's fire, who once doubted their own radiance, but discovered an inner light that outshines the darkest night. I cherish the warriors of the Spirit, who've stumbled, fallen, and risen anew, whose scars tell tales of resilience, of hearts shattered and mended with gold. I honor those who faced the abyss, who found strength in their deepest despair. And learned to soar when earth crumbled beneath. These are the guides I seek, posted on Facebook, Etheric Echoes, September 14th.
Thank you, Holly. So we're talking about oneness. And I chose this song that's written by Rodgers and Hart, the great Rodgers and Hart. But I gave it a little twist of Bob Marley, just to spice things up. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on in the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone. You never walk alone. Walk on, whistling a happy song through the wind. I walk on, splashing through the puddles in the rain. Though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, let me hear the muzzled children say, walk on, sweet and smiling on another day. With hope, all our troubles gonna go away. In your heart, they keep a song in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. So climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow till you find your dream. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow, you got to follow every rainbow till you find your dream. You got to follow every dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, our music director, Gilman Carver. All right, thank you, Gilman. I want to say good morning, everybody. How's everybody? Are you good? All right. Thank you so much for being here. My name's Brother Mark. I'm a practitioner emeritus. That means 20 more years of service in science of mind. And so I want to thank you for that teaching. Thank you. So for people who are new, I always feel I have to introduce myself. I studied from 1996 to 2000 and then served various centers throughout the area from Palm Springs to San Bernardino to where else? Beaumont, everywhere. Beaumont, never really in their center, but that's like a sister center. So this idea today is, the talk is about oneness. And of course, I tell you that when in preparation, I always wait till the very last minute, right? To see if anything new comes in. There really wasn't much that came in new, except for to say that I felt oneness. I don't know if you did in the meditation portion of today's service. Did you feel that a little bit? So that is, and there were many of us were here for that. So if you want to watch that on tape, you can. We may also do a little bit more experiential as part of today. We'll see. I have notes. I have some quotes. But what I first want to do is check in with you that when you hear the idea, because I think this is going to be a multi-part. It feels like it's a multi-part talk. It's not going to just be oneness for one day. We'll call it Oneness Part 1. And then we're going to in November, I think there's going to be a Oneness Part 2, and possibly even a Oneness Part 3. We were completing that little that little booklet, right? So next week, today's a Oneness. Next week's going to be a guest speaker, the talented musician Al Yankee. He's going to do Oktoberfest. Yeah. So you should join us for that. And then the first 3 weeks of, I'm not sure if I'm going to do them in a row, but I'm going to start to that little booklet. And then we're going to do Oneness again, Part 2, Oneness, Part 3. Because I feel like this we've spoke so much about our teaching symbol. And for those that are new, I don't know if you guys have any, did you have any exposure to science and mind-based centers before today?
No, just my own study.
Your own study, perfect. So we could talk more about it, of course, after service, and there's a lending library in the back too. So it may offer some information. You may want to take something home with you, and it's nothing to be afraid of. It's basically based on the premise that everything that we live in our life is the outpicturing of our thoughts. Holmes would say that we're living the movie that we believe to be true, and so about our life. So if we don't like a scene, right? If we're heading toward a chapter or a scene that's not serving us to our highest and best good, we can edit it. We can change it at any point in time. The right above the double doors of the sanctuary as you enter, right? It's, what does it say? Change your thinking, change your life, right? That's a very popular quote, very famous quote. And I think we have to update that. It's the changing the thoughts or the belief behind it's changing the belief behind the thought that has the power to change then the manifestation or the demonstration. And for weeks we spoke about this. You can watch online. David can give you the link. You can watch years of our services, but especially the last couple months when we spoke about our teaching symbol, body, soul, spirit, soul, body, right? Did I get it right? Seed, soil, plant. Spirit, soul, body, which is the body of our affairs, right? Everything has spirit. Seed, soil, plant. So whatever's in the soil, which is that subconscious mind, that's where healing takes place too in the physical. So I don't think we need to know exactly what it is, but we need to nail it and take it out. We need to say, I'm willing to surrender all that's stuck and trapped in my unconscious, subconscious mind, to release that back to the nothingness from where it came, and then allow for spirit, which is everywhere present, which is the oneness that we're speaking about today, to fill any voids that we create that's for our highest and best good. Is that the most simplistic way I can say it? And I hope I made sense. Did I make a little sense? Yeah, so, and it's a study. You want to take classes, they're available online. You want to take workshops. Whatever it is, it's not to worry. The best part of our teaching is that it's right now in this moment. There's nothing to do. There's no begging. There's no beseeching. We don't have to get on our knees for anybody. We don't have to rise if we don't want to rise, right? We don't have to proclaim or declare anything. We can be right where we are, and in the right where we are, we can see ourselves as Spirit sees us as the Mona Lisa. We can just gaze and glare and go, oh, you really are that beautiful. If we can get to that point where we can see beyond all what we see as the things we want to change about ourselves, if we could see the Mona Lisa beyond, the masterpiece of the divine, that's how Spirit sees us. That's how God sees us. This is my belief. That's how the divine sees us. And you are all free to choose whatever you want to believe. This is just what I'm telling you that I believe about and for me. And so this idea of oneness is our connectedness, right? Our connectivity to it. I almost feel like, and we could do this too. We could have like, you get these cards in the mail. Usually they're for your bank to access money. They usually have a phone number you have to call to activate it. And you set your PIN code, right? It's the same idea, I think, how Spirit works, how God works, how the universe works. It doesn't, I'm not going to say this, but it's kind of coming through. It doesn't matter if we, it needs us or it wouldn't have created us. We are the hand, there's a song, I am the face of God, right? And that it's our hand, we're the hands, we're the feet, we're the mouth, we're the voice for Spirit on earth. But I don't think it gets mad at us if we don't allow it in. Does that make sense? All right, let me break that. Okay. We have free will. We're not little divine bots. However, AI is coming, right? It is here. I'm a little bit concerned about that. And at the same time, it's kind of cool. It was just like in the teaching. Holmes always said the tilde in the teaching symbol is to always remain open at the top. That there were going to be these self-driving cabs, right? No driver. They're just going to show up at your house and you can get in if you want or not. They're already here. right? They look like little spaceships when you see them in a parking lot. That gunmetal, steel. It's the idea that quantum physics, right, was going to happen, is happening. It's the idea that there may be multiple or parallel universes or life, right? I think the free will, this is the part where I think we benefit. If you walk out of here today with just one thing, it's to know that if you just allow Spirit to have more sway in your life, I think your life will be fuller, richer, more fun, more happy, more joy-filled. We might be able to create romantic relationships, partnerships, marriages that are more fulfilling. We might be able to create divine right housing and work, and just have a little bit more of a sense of play, a little bit more spiritual confidence. I like that, spiritual confidence, don't you? I love that. I love that. I think we build our faith by our oneness. By our practicing oneness, to me, it helps build our faith. And then when we come into communities like this, or we find these communities online, they're like, they believe that too? And they were willing to say it out loud. You know? He may show up in Lederhosen next week, I don't know, to do the talk. And some new people were there that day. You know? It is what it is. We are who we are. And we love each other as much as we can, right? At the same time, this is really important, oneness. Like if you really think of all the people who, I've been here almost 10 years. It's unbelievable. Are you not shocked? We first walked in here like, that's a long time. And I think of all the people, and one of my highest prayers is to have all of them come back on the same day. So we should plan, maybe we'll have a reunion committee, and I know who to invite. And we'll try to reach out. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's make a day, the reunion day, and everybody can stop what they're doing if they wanted and come back on that one day. And you would see more than 100 people in here who are the Mona Lisas. The Mona Lisas, they're all magnificent. They're all beautiful. And in this oneness, it gives us something magical when we feel the energy of that many people in one place, in one space. So I think we're going to do that. We'll plan it today at the board meeting somehow. And you can invite friends and family, right? You can invite, I know many of you have invited coworkers. Many of you have invited just one person, 2 people. Because when we're all together in this community, doesn't it uplift? To me it does. I'm hoping for you it does. And I always feel like the music is an incredible blessing. Because many places that are small centers just they cut to a tape now. They don't even have a musician. And for me, we've been so fortunate, and I'm so grateful to you, Gilman, for all your hard work and dedication. Same for Al and all the musicians. Let's give Gilman another round of applause. I mean, the most loyal, because when you have live music, that is also part of the oneness. And I love Gilman adding the extra word to the lyrics. I'm in the right, you're the right place. It's not just the right place, you're in the right place. So let's say that as an affirmation. I am in the right place at the right time. All right then. And I like how Jean just said it. She goes, time. So the thing is, when we can live, to build faith, to build the practice to be with the oneness, we use practical tools, right? You can do your readings that you like, you listen to your music. Ava's writing beautiful blog posts. We're on number, 13 or 14 already? 12. Oh, I think more, but yeah. So, and we're posting it, and that's Ava's gift to our community. It's amazing. It goes everywhere. It goes on Facebook. It goes on the website. It's beautiful. Each one is like a sermon. If you've never seen it, take a minute to read it. They're in our e-blast. You can sign up for that. That's part of the oneness. There's hundreds of people on the e-blast. I always wondered, who are the 1,600 people that follow us on Facebook? And can you just donate $1 today and tell us where you're watching from? Thank you. Right? Because we need our private plane. Isn't that what this church needs? No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. And then, so you think about the idea of oneness, right? Now this is going to sound weird, and it was coming strong, and then it didn't really come back to me today to share, but I'm going to try to share it in just part 1, but I think I'm going to include it, remind me if I don't, in the part 2 and the part 3, because it can be complicated. I don't want to get complicated. I'm going to read to you from page 145 to 146. It only had one page in the entire Science of Mind text, which is this thick, about like being one with God or one, and I'm going to read part of that. But the idea that sometimes people take it so far that they say, because you could take it far and think that we want to be one with each other, right? Like, but that's I kind of pause sometimes at that. I can be one with the part of you that's divinely created, but I don't know that I want to be one with all the different multiple personalities that are sometimes included in the human. Maybe that's just me, because I'm like kind of a wordsmith, and I take things kind of literally. And so when I'm on a prayer call, and we do these calls too on meditation with the Ukraine twice a day. If you want to know about that, there's links. Join us on that call. It's beautiful. 10 to 15 minutes with a worldwide community, just affirming peace. And we've been doing that since the month after the war began, which is now about, 2.5 years into still happening. The idea of oneness includes all sentient beings, right? Some of them are taking care of the animals left behind. It kind of breaks your heart when you see somebody left a dog chained to a fence, during Helene or one of the storms. You're like, okay, like who was going to come back? So the rescue people did get that. Not everybody is, the thing is, in this oneness, I want to say that we can be, I can be one with the divinity that's within each sentient being. That's what I can be one with. I can't be one with some of the things some of the humans do. Is that too practical or hard? But I can see, practitioners are trained to see, ministers are trained to see, the wholeness that's at the center of each sentient being, despite what we see in the physical. So I've told this before, but like before we walk into a room, especially if it's like what we would call a final call, like in a hospital, right before somebody's in hospice or whatever, you would go in prepared. You have to prepare. I don't just walk in. Sometimes I'm a sweat mess, because I have to first get into the space that I'm just going to see the divinity and it doesn't matter what I see in the physical. So we can train ourselves as part of the oneness to see the eternality of the human. We could see the perfection despite any appearance. Is that making a little sense? I feel like I'm rambling just a little, but I wanted to just talk in this part 1 about this, I think, oneness, which is everything in our symbol, right, that we've gone through. It's how do we live that more? How do we live that more? Well, one of the ways is to accept ourselves. One of the ways is to accept all the past chapters of ourselves and not judge anymore, not do self-harm. To love ourselves anyway. Like, let's just say that. I love myself anyway. Do you? So the practice is the oneness. I love myself anyway. And I'm going to ask again, do you? Okay. So that's a practice of oneness, because if you could see yourself as Spirit sees you, whole, complete, and perfect, the masterpiece of the divine, that's a really good start. And I'm not sure, I want to tell something just briefly to affirm all those who are choosing wellness and choosing a path to wellness. I had a call this week that it actually was a messenger message, which is a weird way for young people to talk to other people that think, like, I don't have that on my phone. But it just said one of my closest friends from college was in hospice, or going to hospice this weekend. My age. From not taking as good a care as you could for the physical, right? The physical body temple. That's what serves us. And to making choices that, it's not for me to judge, not for any of us to judge when people go through this. It's The human is heavy, right? The human is heavy. So I want to just congratulate those that are taking positive steps, because we can't judge. We could say, okay, maybe that person's mission is complete, right? And in the eternality. When we walk into a space and when we pray, when I pray, the way I was taught is we don't pray for an outcome, right? I know that it's possible to heal any illness or any function of the body, any organ, any part that's in our physical, we can heal. We have the power within us to do that. It's within our DNA. It's our free will connected to the oneness that has to choose that. Does that make sense? So if that person's complete, all I could do is send the message of my love, even though it's been years, like since talking or whatever. But it's one of those. It's a long time thing. It's from like 1979, 80, 81. It's a long time thing. And that family is like our families. That's the mother and father. If you place them by my mother and father, oh my goodness, you could do like it would be like you did a casting call, like, well, who's the mother? Who's the father? Like, who's the sister and my sisters, if it was like central casting. And you can remember those days in the oneness where it was just natural. This is before I knew any of this that I'm talking about, any of this. It was actual oneness. When you go to a Sunday night dinner with Yaya, the grandma, and you go, right, you see the kids that are raised, and the kids were this big, and now they're messengering you about, whatever's happening. Isn't that beautiful? To me, that's real oneness. Because we didn't have to know, I want us to be in the oneness so much that we just have to feel it. We don't have to go looking for it. Does that make sense? I don't want any of us to leave here today looking for it. I just want us to practice more. It's almost like we went to a spiritual aerobics class. Right? We're doing some kind of exercise. The only one we've done really so far is sing, shake our hand, and the affirmations are exercises. They're spiritual tools to connect us to the oneness. But it's when we come here, I want it to be like that, where we leave here feeling better, where our endorphins are high, where we're like, heck yes, but we're not seeking anybody else's validation outside of ourselves. We are building our spiritual muscle, the core that's within our core. We did that. No, I can't do that for you. I can speak a word about you, but I can't do it for you. And it's the same with the call, right? When the person decides when the body functions and it can't function and they are going to hospice or whatever. I mean, some people stay very little time in hospice. Some people stay a long time. Jimmy Carter lived to 100, two plus years in hospice, voted. Yeah. So there you go. The thing is, it's not for us to judge, it's for us to practice. All this is about is us taking responsibility, accountability for our own individual journeys and how do we want them to go? How do we want them to look? How do we want the movie of our life to be? Do we need to edit it? Do we need to put some of the editing, like the film, why don't we just burn it or trash it? Let's pretend it never happened. At the same time, we can forgive ourselves from that and rise like the phoenix above, right? That. And some of us carry that tape, long, imagine if I had the tape and I'm carrying, and it's getting heavier and heavier, and I can't drag it around so much longer. And some of the stuff that happens inside us can come from us not accepting ourselves, who we are. Who are we? And what life did we live? Did we live a life so that others think that we're X, Y, and Z? Did we ignore who we really are? Just so that we can get the approval of our biological family, our friends, our fans. Don't know. Asking for a friend. For me, oneness, and the reason the whole reason that I wanted to even talk about oneness is to ask if, this is like a workout. It's a spiritual workout. And I'm so grateful to everybody for being here for this. The lifting and how much you lift is your call. Does that make sense? the lifting and how much weight you put on it, that's your call. It's not going to be the same for everybody. Somebody may only want to allow 2% of spirit in. Somebody may want 0 when they leave. Somebody may want 98 or 100% of spirit. You know, I'm not saying for you to become void when you leave. I'm saying for all the areas in your life that are going great, let's praise those too. Sometimes we only pray when we're in a crisis. And I don't want you to pray for anything. I want you to pray about it. I don't want you to pray for anything. I want you to pray about it. Because when you pray for something, to me, we're already starting down here. It means we never had it. In our teaching, we've always had it. We're just reminding ourselves that we've had it and that it is waiting for us to connect to it. It's a spiritual chiropractic to the wholeness. That's the oneness. And so let me read from the page and see how this feels to you. Until we awake to the fact that we are one in nature with God, we shall not find the way of life. Everybody got it? Until we realize that our own word has the power of life, we will not see clearly. The Bible points out that man has the same power in his own life and in his own world that it claims for God. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. It's an often repeated but little understood statement. The promise to man is equally positive. The Word is nigh thee, even in thine own mouth, that thou shouldest know it and do it. Any word has power. It follows that all words have power. It means that every word which we hear, speak, or think has some power. I'm going to keep going just a little bit. It's a section called The Power Within. Through spiritual discernment, we see that we have within us a power which is greater than anything we shall ever contact, a power that can overcome every obstacle in our experience and set us safe, satisfied, and at peace, healed and prosperous in a new light and a new life. If God be for us, who can be against us? Keep going. God's creative power of mind is right here. We have as much of this power to use as we believe and embody. The storehouse of nature is filled with infinite good, awaiting the touch of our awakened thought to spring forth into manifestation in our lives. But the awakening must be within our thought. The word that we speak is the law of our lives, and nothing hinders its operation but ourselves. We may use this creative word for whatever purpose we desire, and this word becomes the law unto the thing for which it was spoken. We are given the power to sit in the midst of our lives and direct their activities. Strife and struggle are unnecessary. Can we say that out loud? Strife and struggle are unnecessary. We only need to know, but we must know constructively. Just so far as we depend upon any condition, past, present, or future, we are creating chaos because we are then dealing with conditions or effects and not with causes. Could we but comprehend the fact that there is a power that makes things directly out of itself by simply becoming the thing it makes? Could we grasp this greatest truth about life and realize that we are dealing with the principle scientifically, correctly, and eternally present? Isn't that beautiful? It's right out of the text, page 145, 146, if you want to check the Science of Mind text. So I think that I feel complete that we did part one. Did everybody feel kind of complete? I'm going to invite everybody to either watch today's meditation or connect to that. And come back if you'd like. I'm so pleased that you were here with us today for meditation. You helped us to be part of that oneness. So I'm grateful to you for your participation today. You're welcome any and every time that you wish to be here with us. And this oneness, let's take it into the world, right? Let's take it and not look for it, because know it's who we are, right? And we're magnets that are going to attract our highest and best good. Only that. So let's just know that about this day, can we? Is everybody okay? Everybody feel complete in the oneness for the day? All right. I feel like that's a good place to end, so I want to just say thank you. And I'm sending you huge, huge love and admiration in this oneness this day. Namaste. All right, Gilman. We're going to do the collection, right? All right. So this is the offering. It's our part where we get to be part of a circle of giving and of life. There is an extra, if you want to give above and beyond the tithe, there is an acrylic box up front that's allowing for the collection for Ukraine, our two sister centers in Ukraine. We're going to keep doing that. And so there's an affirmation that will come up on the screen. Oh, what happened? Please, hold on 1 second.
Really quick, because I just figured this out this morning. So some of you guys bring your cards over to me with the little tablet over there to make a payment on a credit card. I just discovered this morning it also supports Google Pay, probably supports Apple Pay. If you have Apple Pay, I'd like to try it out because I'm pretty sure it works. Thank you so much.
Go, David. So I invite us to take our tithes and our gifts and our offerings. Jean, can you come forward? I see Holly. Oh, Holly came forth, yeah. And no, I see. It's okay. From the let's just bless them together. From the love of pure spirit within me.
Love of pure spirit within me.
I bless this gift.
Bless this gift.
I send it forth to heal and bless and multiply.
Send it forth to heal and bless and multiply.
It is evidence of my faith and my belief.
It is evidence of my faith.
It does great work in the
It
world.
does great work in the world.
And it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
Being multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
So
Thank
it
you,
is.
everybody.
Thank you for giving. Thank you for receiving. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for believing. Thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing, and you are a vessel of that love. So thank you for caring. Thank you. Bless you for your sharing. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who you are.
And so I invite the congregation to outstretch our hands toward the offerings received. Just know that they're sufficient to continue the great work of the center, which is 70 years serving Redlands for the next 70 plus years. Can you feel it? Let's declare together, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, everybody. And is it now time for the announcements? Holly will come up for that. While Holly's coming up, I'm going to read one quote by Myrtle Fillmore and it's beautiful. It says, "When we come together in the Spirit, we are all one in the true place of the Most High. Our words become charged with great healing power to go forth and do mighty works." Holly.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Our Board of Trustees meeting starts at 11:45 following service today. If you wish to join as an official member of CRS Redlands, tell us today, please. 2, mark your calendars to attend November 1st All Saints Spectacular, our Spooktacular, for the screening of the movie Dracula with Boris Karloff. Karaoke and potluck and costumes. Oh, okay, Bella Lugosi. Oh, who put,
Bella Lugosi.
you're such a movie buff. Okay. Okay, so karaoke, costumes and potluck. And I think it starts at 6, 5 or 6. Okay, number 3. The next day, Saturday, November 2nd at 2 p.m., right here for we are having our Inland Empire Almanac in our sanctuary, hosted by board member Phil Courtney. So that's the next day. And did I skip one? Well, the October, what is it, the spook, anyway. It's Al Yankees, so October Fear Fest, and that's next Sunday. Okay. Oh, and you wear costumes to that too. And the board meetings today. You are invited to stand if you are able and wish to for the closing song as the ushers open up the back double doors. That would be Jean. Thank you. Yay.
I used to think I would always be alone, separate, misunderstood. I spent my days in quiet desperation. On the outside, things looked good. Oh, tambourines, go, go, go. Then I discovered the error of my thinking, the lie at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Why did it take so many years? Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes, sing it with me now. Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open, wide open. There is no separation, no matter what it looks like. No separation, no matter what they say. No separation except what I imagine. And I imagine separation's gone away. Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. And I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. Yes, I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. Yes, I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open, wide open, wide open. Thank you.
Everybody, stay for food and refreshments and fellowship if you like.